Karosel Stud is located in the heart of Ashdown Forest in East Sussex. We have successfully bred and shown British miniature horses and spotted ponies for the last 20 years.
So the name Karosel is made up of the first 3 letters of my name, Kathy, the first 3 letters of my mother's name, Rosemary, and the first 2 letters of my grandmother, Elsa. And that name goes at the front of all of the names of the ponies that we breed. So this is Karosel Alamos Kaluna, and it's a bit like a surname, but it goes at the front. So we just call her Kaluna, but when she's entered into the show, she gets her full name entered into the schedule, which is Karosel Alamos Kaluna.
Here at Karosel Stud we have a total at the moment of 85 British miniature horses and British spotted ponies. The main group living in a field behind the house. The mares and young stock and some of the geldings. They all get on very well and make a lovely family out there. The other males, some of the stallions that get on together and the geldings live on the other side of the drive in a 3-acre field. And the rest, the show stock, foals, mares and 1 or 2 of the stallions that don't get on with the others, live in the stables at night and some part of the day as well.
Looking after the horses is a full-time commitment, 24/7, 365 days a year, and the hours can be extremely long. The work and the training in preparation for the shows carries on despite the weather.
Kathy works full-time as a solicitor in the Brighton area. With an hour travelling both ways, it's already a long day for her, and when she gets home there's always work to be done. Our daily routine consists of a start, depending on what I've got to do during the day, but it can be 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, just to come out and first of all make sure that the stabled ones have their water, fresh water, and their breakfast, which is on its way now, and some hay. We feed hay rather than anything else. It's good quality, nice soft meadow hay. And Kaluna at the moment is getting a nice feed of Alpha A, which is chaff, chopped lucerne, and some mix, a cool mix, which doesn't get them too excitable. They also have some food which needs soaking, a sugar beet base feed, and they get 2 feeds a day. So the morning is just feeding, water, hay, and then mucking out, making sure they're all comfortable. The horses will then be turned out once they've finished breakfast, depending on how fat they are really. We keep an eye on their weight very carefully, because these little ponies can get fat very quickly, especially if they're on a lot of grass. So some of them will go out onto a fairly bare pasture so they can run around. Others will need to be exercised, lunged, worked, and that takes up most of the rest of the day. And then in the evening we start all over again with feeding, water, hay and mucking out, so they're all tucked up nice and cosy for the night.
Drift left, even if it's towards the outside, then you might need to put your whip in your outside hand.
Mother is an amazing horsewoman. She's a qualified British Horse Society instructor and an established trainer of horses and riders, with a broad range of knowledge enabling her to provide training from grassroots level to those competing in national classes. We attend in the region of 12 to 15 shows during the year, and by attending these shows we hope to qualify some of our horses for either the Royal International Horse Show at Hickstead or the Horse of the Year show at the NEC in Birmingham.
We're going to practice now the situation we'd find in the show ring. So we have to imagine there are quite a few horses in the arena, and they're all going to walk around together until the judge has seen them all walking. So the walk we're looking for at the moment is active, interested, head up, ears alert, a nice long stride, tracking up, which means the hind feet step into at least the hoof prints left by the front feet. Once the judge has had a good look at all the horses walking, they'll be asked to stop, and then one at a time the handlers are asked to trot their horses around the arena to the end of the line. All the other horses waiting. So again we're looking for a lovely even long stride active. The horse carries her tail beautifully, head alert, and a lovely long stride. That's a beautiful trot. Once they've all done that, they'll walk on again, and the judge will now maybe choose her order, the ones that she thinks she might prefer. The next job is to bring each one out in turn, and they're going to stand up, stand the horse up, a nice halt, square if possible, not stretched out, showing the limbs nice and straight. The judge will walk around the horse, looking at conformation from each side, looking at the head from front on, looking for everything to be very correct. Nice compact horse with a little bit of length of leg, looking like a miniature horse, not a pony. And then the next job, the judge will say, "Thank you very much, could you please do your show?" So he'll walk forward, straight forward away from the judge, so the judge can watch the movement of the hind legs, make sure they move straight forward, and trot back towards the judge. Again, the judge will look for the front legs moving straight, trotting past the judge, looking for the hind legs moving straight and trot, and a nice big flourish at the end, showing off the great big long stride. That's super. Thank you very much, Kathy. And then she'll walk back to her place. And once everybody has done that, then all the horses will walk round and be chosen in their final order. And the judge will present the prizes then.
Today we're at Petley Wood Equestrian Centre in East Sussex. We're showing 3 horses. We have Kaluna, who's previously qualified for the Royal International Horse Show at Hickstead, Breeze, and Riverdance, more affectionately known as Danny. This is the first show for Danny, who is very boisterous, so we're not expecting very much from him, but hopefully Breeze will qualify. Because it's Danny's first show, he's being measured to ensure he complies with the rules for a yearling.
All of this nice. It was a bit smaller last time. 8.5. So that's 78. He had one leg stretched a little bit at the back, so that could be why. But yeah, well, he's definitely under 82. So what we do now is to put that in his passport, and so he's measured for the year now.
That's another successful show, and Breeze has joined Kaluna qualifying for Hickstead, so we're really pleased with the result today.
Although Kaluna and Breeze have already qualified for Hickstead, we like to continue to support the shows throughout the year. Today we're off to the Golden Cross Equestrian Centre near Battle, East Sussex. This time we're taking Kaluna, Breeze and Curly.
Thank you very much.
There are various classes of horses competing at this show today, not just miniatures. The size of some of these horses really puts in perspective how small the miniature horses are. Good results today for our 3 horses. It's also nice to see horses that we have bred and sold competing at the shows. So really pleased to see Carousel Alamo's Morpheus, owned by Emma Duane, winning the yearling class. It's also nice to see Kaluna win the middleweight 3-year-old class with Lucy as her handler. So we're going away very happy.
Summer has arrived and the newly arrived foals are in a playful mood. At this time of the year, Karosel Stud is transformed by the lush green vegetation. The work on the stud continues and preparation for Hickstead is picking up speed. As Hickstead approaches, there is just time for a final trim and shampoo.
Well, the big day has arrived and we are waiting outside the River Lawn arena for the events to start. There are also 2 more of our horses here today with their owners, Morpheus and Perdita. So 5 horses in total from the Karosel Stud. There is just some time for some final preparations to make sure Kaluna, Breeze and Curly are looking their best. I think when I was first selected by the judge to be pulled in first, I was thinking, just hope that Kaluna does her individual show well. That's what I was thinking. Right, okay, we've got a chance. Let's just get it all right now.
I remember while I was trying to fiddle around with the ponies I was holding on to, just glancing across and being really surprised to see them standing in first place during the judging of the class.
I think doing the individual show is the most nerve-wracking bit because that's where it can all go wrong. The judge's eyes are on you only and they've got to be completely still and be listening to exactly what you're telling them to do, make sure they've got all their feet in the right place. So that is the most nerve-wracking bit for sure. I think when I was on the final walk round, in fact I don't even really remember. It's one of those heart-pounding moments when you're just thinking, please keep us as we are, and she did. So it was really good. I think the presentation, the rosette and the sash, is the bit where you try not to cry, and just be so pleased with Kaluna, and give her loads of praise, and just feel really proud that we've done so well.
I was absolutely thrilled, so excited. I couldn't believe it when they were actually pulled in first in the end. It was just incredible. And then I could see Kaluna being the champion, then is always stood up for photographs and pulled out as very special. And then her lap of honour. It was very, very exciting, a really fairy tale come true. It's wonderful.
Thank you! That's amazing!
Yes, look, I've got the best one.
Well done.
Thank you very much. You can have some grass now.
So this is the big moment where Kaluna competes in the international arena for the Supreme Miniature Horse Championship. Horses that have qualified to compete for Supreme Champion enter the arena first. The remaining horses then follow and parade around the arena. We saw them going to their judging area. No, I didn't see a thing really. I was just concentrating on our little group and thinking, well, she's got a bit of a chance, but not really. So just hope it all goes well for her. And then, of course, we left. We left before the judging had finished. We took our horses back up to the trailer. So I had no idea what had happened, and you had that little thought on the way back up to the trailer, could she have won or could she not? Or, I didn't know what had happened at all. And she didn't, but that didn't matter, because just to get into that group is a huge success. So we were very pleased indeed.
Wonderful to see.